Hi, this is Rich with the Married Life of Rich and Kevin. And so this video is going to talk about some things that I know we have mentioned in our videos about talking about aging parents. So my mom, and I know I haven't done a video on this and I've been wanting to, but my mom passed away. She passed away March the 6th. And so I wanted to talk about some of the things you have to deal with aging parents and parents that passed away. Years ago, my mom didn't have, I know I've mentioned, I think I have, but I was raised poor. So my mom didn't have life insurance. She didn't have any plans made before she passed away. But the only life insurance she had is years and years and years ago, I used to be an insurance agent. I took a very small policy out on her back in 1997. And it wasn't that expensive or anything like that. But I did that initially to at least cover my cost of the funeral expenses when she passed away, because it's all going to happen to all of us. But when she passed away, so I did the life policy. My mom was pretty much, she would just say, I'll make plans down the road. I'll go up there and I'll make all the arrangements. And I know my mom, she wasn't going to do that. So if your parents don't generally have plans, what you can do, and what I've did is I would talk to her every once in a while when I met her and talk and had dinner with her or whatever, and just asked her what does she want. And she didn't like talking about it too much, but every once in a while she would say, I only want my service to be for one day. One day, get it over with and move on. Or, she had a husband that passed away, not my father, my stepfather, but that passed away, and she wanted his cremation in the casket with her, and she didn't. And she told me she didn't want to be cremated; she wanted to be buried, and where she wanted to be buried, and stuff like that. But she didn't want a lot of fussing over the arrangements. She wanted a pretty simple funeral. But anyways, so she passed, like I said, March 6th, and the funeral, you have to make, you met with the funeral director and made all the arrangements and stuff like that, and that comes with a cost. Ours, for me and my siblings, once it was all said and done, it was about $10,000 for everything. That's just for the funeral. That wasn't for the headstone or the base for the headstone. That was another like $2,000 on top of the funeral. But something and I come from I have 6 other siblings. One already passed away, so 5 other siblings alive, and so you want to do. I already knew I had the life policy, so I didn't want to make anybody's life right then and there when my mom passed or our mom passed, their life any more difficult than it is at that time. So the life policy was almost covered the funeral. It was like $7,600, something like that. So, but it almost covered the funeral. And so I did have another sibling that paid all his cost, and I have one other sibling that paid a portion of his. But the rest just pretty much came in, and I did have an uncle that paid, and my mom's brother paid a nice portion, and it was a blessing. And so, but what I'm getting at, there's going to be thing, we just had to eat the other portion of it, Kevin and I. And it is what it is. You're just going to have to be okay with it. And it bugged me for a while. I mean, to think, okay, everybody should do their share, and it bugged me. But once it's all said and done, it was just about my mom, and I had to do what I had to do. And so, but we took care of the rest of it. And so, but I just wanted to do the video to let you know that that could happen to you. If, and you're going to have to probably just be okay with it. And, unless you guys already, you all already have plans, you already have money put aside for it and everything, and everybody's all good. But it happens. Something else that I think it was really cool. My dad died when I was like 2 years old in a car accident. And so, but I thought it was interesting. I was sitting by my mom's bed, and she was, it's her last day. I mean, she's just, waiting to pass type of thing. And so I'm thinking, oh my gosh, so what happened on March the 6th? Something else happened March 6th. So I'm sitting there, and so I asked one of my other siblings, I said, do you know what happened March 6th? And I knew it wasn't anybody's birthday. And they said, no. And like I said, us siblings, we were really, really young when my dad passed. So kind of remembering back. But anyways, my mom passed 52 years later on the exact day. "52 years." But anyways, sorry about all this. But that's why there was one of the reasons why there was such a big gap in videos. That we had a lot of stuff going on between parents and work and other things. But anyways, this hopefully will clear up a little bit why we had that gap, and also things that you need to think about when you're thinking about your aging parents and responsibilities, and what might fall back on you, and are you going to be okay with that? Are you ready for it? Type of thing. I mean, this is all part about trying to live off one income, trying to put money aside, and being mindful of your savings and expenses. So when things like this does happen, then you're ready for it, and you have what you need to take care of it. So anyways, everybody, sorry for such a grim reaper of videos, and but like I said, this is part of the married life of Rich and Kevin. This is life, and so I just wanted to touch base with you all, and I hope everybody can have a great day, and we will post more videos soon. Talk to you later.